dream. And then, dirt. Loading screen. I guess I could just make all of the Crash Balls parts one, but that would make the story terrible. Alright, let me try again. Let me try again.
I apologize for the air conditioning unit.
Okay, well, the dream started off with, me having amnesia. Celix was there, and, she was helping me out with the recovery of my memory. She explained to me that some people tried to murder me for some reason, and that they failed. I can't tell if this was a cult or what, but she told her version of the dream, and apparently it was a home-wrecking hit-and-run. And eventually I tried to access the dream again to access it, and a green dragon basically told me to get good.
Wait, what?
Get good at not being on the receiving end of a home-wrecking hit-and-run.
Huh. A dragon, though.
A green dragon, yeah.
A dragon?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. So, anyway. That and a talking grandfather clock giving me sass for trying to out, Yes, there was an actual talking grandfather clock. It actually was ludicrously tall.
That sounds beautiful.
And a suit of armor. Because another time when I tried to access the dream, it failed, and the suit of armor was there basically telling me, yo, when you sent the green dragon after Celix, she outright kicked its ass. So I just went, what? And then, later on, okay, back to the actual dream at hand. I'm going off on so many tangents. She helped me, by asking me what my, character's name for League RP was. I learned it, or relearned it rather, because I tried to come up with some things. She tried to have me play a bunch of StarCraft, so that's where I got quite a few of my aliases from. That and Warcraft 3. So, what ended up happening was that she read Megatopia with me, Best Webcomic World, and we ended up bonding through that, Kevin Smith movies, Redwall, and a couple other thingies.
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, I got a better version of that story than she did. Because she actually met my sibling and her SO. But in her version of the dream, she had to hide under the stairs from them for some reason. And
Harry Potter style?
No. Nothing to do with Harry Potter. My motto for anything Harry Potter nowadays is 10 points for Slytherin every day.
No, stop.
Every day.
Oh!
Way.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm guessing you're not a big fan of Snoop Dogg. Or just my motto in general.
It's cold and I'm crotchety.
Okay, that makes sense. Wait, why are you crotchety?
Because it's cold.
Oh, right.
Hey, oh my god.
Look at her butt.
Thank God Lex is not here.
Damn it! Wait, why? Because he would be... Would he be...
He'd be all over that.
Oh, I bet he would. Right, so... If he wins 3 more times, he ties with me. If he wins...
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, if he wins more than that, he beats me. And if he beats me, like I had predicted earlier, then you get to see a version of the victory screen where everybody's booing instead of clapping.
That's beautiful.
I'm not sure if I want to cause this on purpose.
Just do it for shits and giggles.
I'm terrible at ballistics anyway, but I don't think losing on purpose would bode well for half the people that will watch the YouTube variant of it, because then I might get slow beef nailing my ass to a wall.
Yeah, probably.
Or somebody like slow beef who nails my ass to a wall.
Yeah. So I finally got a chance to re-download TF2.
My opinion on TF2 in general is low, but I'm proud of you for sticking to it.
Okay. Yes.
That a good way to approach stuff like that?
Yes.
I mean, I'm trying to be less venomous about stuff, but I developed my venom glands from a lot of things. Harry Potter was when my venom glands first developed, though. I initially liked it a lot, but eventually time caught up with me, and I started to dislike J.K. Rowling as a whole, just because she said something in an interview before the 5th book where she got tired of Harry Potter to where she was going to rush the remaining 3 books, and it shows that she held up to that.
Didn't seem like it's me.
Yeah. But I reread books 1 through 4 before reading book 5 and the rest. They weren't as good as I remembered. So, yeah. Nowhere near as good. I think the only good one was book 4. And maybe the first one. Maybe the first one. Her characterization of Snape in the later books was utterly abominable, too. Just because it was not disciplined. It sounded like she just lifted something wholesale from a bad fanfiction. Which I wouldn't be surprised if she did. Just out of laziness.
Like, seriously, sounds like kind of like generic nice guy trope.
Misnomer or non-misnomer? Because if we're talking non-misnomer, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. In the game of Venom Glands, I either win or I win. I don't have an option where I don't win, honestly. Because Venom Gland development is pretty serious. I still haven't developed my Cobra hood.
What?
Huh? Was that Tavros?
Yeah, it was, and he's supposed to be, I don't know, 5 feet away?
What's that in kilometers?
He usually just, like, goes to pile himself into a corner.
Why?
Because it's cold out, and apparently, you know, the warmer you get on the spectrum, the easier it is to get cold.
Oh, right. Warm colors? Colors can get warm?
Oh, okay, so, like, okay, take the very bottom of the spectrum.
So...
That'd be the warmest blood.
Magneto?
No, I don't know. I don't... Yeah.
Mewtwo?
I don't really... Yeah.
Okay, so Mewtwo. So what happens when you get past the Mewtwo threshold?
Well, no, not necessarily mutants.
Oh.
But, like, just the bottom of the spectrum in general.
I could have sworn that's why they like sweaters so much. The Cancer astrological sign guys like sweaters so much. Actually, I don't even think one of them even likes the sweater. I don't know why they put up with it. Interesting. Yeah, but
I don't really...
It wouldn't surprise me. And then I'm guessing
Sea-dwellers would be cold-blooded.
No, I know. I'm trying to think here. Something. I read this fan comic that I used to like called Be the Sea Dweller Low Blood, and it was average.
I've read that.
Yeah. The author was kind of genuinely uncooperative with people and had a hostile tone whenever people talked about things. And then she just downright stopped it just because she got tired of it. Yeah. Literally her reasoning. Re-invoked my anti-J.K. Rowling sentiments, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because, I mean... Wow, where'd I get these venom glands? Oh, right!
Have you read Real Men Wear Tights yet?
Roman what?
Real Men Wear Tights.
No. I think I tried to see it, and I'm more familiar with some of Monty Python's other works.
You need to take, like, a few good hours out of your day to skim through it.
When my week isn't hectic and I'm trying to use Crash Bash as stress relief.
Alright. Like, seriously, I think we can have a good 2-hour conversation about it.
This is one of the Robin Hoods that doesn't have a fox protagonist in it, isn't it? If I'm remembering it correctly. Robin Hood, or is this Robin Hood Tights? Or am I thinking of something completely different in general?
You're thinking something completely different.
Well then.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What happened?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm posting it in the group Skype, and then here we go.
Alright, let me check.
Press pause on your game thing.
Oh.
Press the pause.
Pause. Yeah. I will copy the link.
Yeah.
Copy selection. Fire Cox. Because if I try to go to Opera, it's full screen because I forgot to do the thing, and...
Why would you use Opera? Why?
Because it's good for tab keeping when I'm trying to do... If I do an impromptu get 20 pages of a historiographical critique done, it's much better than other browsers. It's also probably my favorite browser out of all of them, because, I mean, Internet Explorer stopped being good ages ago. And, it's
yeah, Chrome kind of sucks on my computer, so I'm stuck using Internet Explorer.
And, Mozilla Firefox crashes too hard, but I need it because, Opera's a bit iffy on Adobe Flash Player registry. In terms of, determining whether or not something is had.
Right.
But, other than that, it's actually better than Firefox. And then, Norgerber actually scolded me about, Google overlords. So, yeah, I don't touch Chrome with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Rating explicit. Author chose not to use archive warnings. Category M/M. Fandom. Well, arranging everything into fandoms already kind of makes me wonder, should I be remembering the Alamo?
You should not. No, you should not.
Because I remember there's a talking lion, animatronic lion, Just straight up yelling exile that's echoing in my skull as soon as I see the word fandom. And it doesn't even matter if this is Mega Tokyo, Vine Sauce, Katawa Shoujo, quite a few other things I like, which I'm not exiled from in terms of fandoms. Like, straight up.
Just scroll down the fic.
Slow down what?
Scroll down the page. Don't just...
Okay. So, you don't want me to read the synopsis?
You can if you feel like it.
Banana Ramses. I wish my brother Banana Moses was here.
No, stop.
What?
Just read the thing.
Sergeant Meow. Or Meow. Chapter 1. I could be singing a Grease 2 song right now, but I'm not.
Please don't.
Beep 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 beep.
Oh, mother of God.
Beep 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 beep. The first day of school had always made John more nervous than it should have. It was therefore no surprise that when the blare on an alarm set an hour before necessary sounded throughout his bedroom, John shot out of his bed with a start. I thought that said ass tart. He figured he'd need extra time to accomplish what had become an unfamiliar routine, thanks to a long summer months going without one. His first stop was made in the bathroom. The person who greeted him in his mirror had a rather severe case of bedhead, black locks sweeping wildly in what he would soon discover to be unimaginable cowlicks. He washed his face, carefully checking for any sign that stubble was growing in, only to be slightly disappointed that his face still remained smooth.
Sounds like me.
As he toweled off, he noticed something was a bit odd about his appearance in the mirror. It took a few moments before he realized that he wasn't wearing his glasses. That's kind of dense. Anyway.
Well, you know what?
No, I know. Dense as in lacking of glass.
You know what?
Turned down for what?
Yes. Turn down for what?
Leaving the bathroom, only to retrieve them from his nightstand. John returned to examine his completed look. The glasses seemed to weigh heavily on the bridge of his nose, but they did help to cover the uncertainty clouding his eyes. The face that gazed back at him did seem to be in some semblance of order. So he spent the next few minutes staring at himself and trying on different smiles, insisting that... Damn it, Brio, I'm trying to read this damn story. Stop try-harding! So he spent the next few minutes staring at himself and trying on different smiles, insisting in his reflection that everything was going to be just fine and that he didn't have anything to worry about. There was never a reason to worry, really. He hadn't had any problems during any of the previous 3 years he'd stopped homeschooling to start attending public school, and he had no reason to believe that things would be any different this time around. All he had to do was follow his dad's advice, and he would be fine. Going back to his room and opening the topmost shelf of his dresser, John had set about trying to pick out his first day to ensemble, picking up and tossing rejected clothing onto his bed. Ow. After a few minutes of this, he was a bit frustrated. He couldn't seem to get his clothes right, regardless of how many shirts he pulled out from his dresser to try on. The pursuit to find something suitable ended as his eyes settled on a pile of discarded-themed t-shirts and button-downs sitting on his mattress. Deciding he might as well go with some comfort rather than an attempt at style, he started sifting through the pile. A plaid shirt was nearly impossible to find amidst the mound of ones sporting heroes' emblems across their fronts. So donning a semi-random, now showing his full support for Captain America, John made his way downstairs. Breakfast was cooking when he got there, the smell of bacon and the sizzling of eggs immediately drawing him to the kitchen. He took a seat in front of a sizable stack of pancakes, a sight that he wasn't exactly surprised to see. His dad had a tendency to go a bit overboard when it came to deemed special occasions. After all, after a quick greeting and encouraging a dig in, John set to work on tackling the first wave of food. It was an easy enough task for someone regarded as a bottomless pit to accomplish. Those pancakes fell in a matter of minutes. For his efforts, he heard a chuckle and a question of whether he had even bothered to chew. Wow, his dad's an asshole. His legs bounced under the table as he waited, restless to move with pent-up energy. As much as he appreciated the break, his body wasn't used to foregoing his normal routine. What normal routine? He didn't even have one! Tomorrow, he'd begin to fall back into the swing of things on his own, and, before long, please stop let's playing I Wanna Be the Guy. Sports would be there to accompany his mornings. He looked forward to early practices at the pool before classes, having missed the feeling of gliding through the still waters and sharp smell of chlorine during the summer. There had only been a handful of occasions where he made it out to a public pool, and that really just wasn't the same. A plate piled with eggs, hash browns, and bacon was placed before him, grabbing his attention immediately. Though considerably less hungry than before, his appetite once again proved to work in mysterious ways as he got to work devouring everything in sight. Misty-eyed, something, something, I forgot the lyrics. The eggs and hash browns disappearing in no time flat, while the bacon was savored slowly. And slowly. Once he was finished with his meal, the two Egbert men switched places in the kitchen, John going to work on cleaning his dishes, while his dad performed his own rather impressive disappearing act on his own breakfast. And he wondered where John got it from. When the kitchen was about as spotless as he could make it, John returned upstairs to shrug on his backpack and made a last-ditch effort to convince his hair to behave itself, defeated by the unruly Celix. I thought that said untruly, and then I wondered how you... Hang on. Bang a gong. He vowed to his reflection that though the battle may have been over, the war had only just begun. Aside from the hair, he was given a self-pass to go to school. To face his peers. So he turned out of his bathroom. Turned out for what? He jumped the stairs at 2 at a time. Not that there was any time strain. Dude, he's an early bird. What the hell? At least the mechanics are good, but there's some logical consistency that's missing here. Wait, are you laughing because you expect worse? But he just didn't like to keep his dad waiting for him. With the keys already in hand and a token white fedora fixed on top of his ever-neat head of hair, his dad stood open by the door, mild crisp air of a pre-autumn Seattle morning wafting inside and tickling John's senses. Ready for your first day, son? The question was somewhat nostalgic, since it was the exact same phrase that Charles Egbert had repeated every year John had gone to school. The year the question carried a little more meaning than it had the prior. As last year had been a bit hard on him, and now his dad couldn't hide the note of concern. Oh shit, now I regret reading that in Goofy's voice. Ready for... Now I actually regret it. Damn it. I gotta get back to the rancid purple prose, but I also gotta fend off Tiny. Oh. Wow, this is kind of a welcome fresh air, though. Ugh. It involves rotting meat and maggots.
That's beautiful.
I wish. It was just rancid. It was just putrid.
That's... wow. Okay.
Should I bluntly explain what happened in it, or do I not want to get X-rated? I mean, considering Pokemon Tabletop Adventures Heracross incident was so subtly detailed. Ready for your first day, son? Okay, so where was I? Good night, a note of concern in his voice. John was sure that he would be fine this time around, however, because no longer was he a freshman facing the unknown world of high school. He was a sophomore with a year's experience under his belt. With that experience, a group of people he more or less felt comfortable being with, and most certainly of who he was, everything would be okay. Yep, it's just so weird as usual. You know, you don't have to drive me, Dad. I'm not a little kid. The attempt to be spared a minor humiliation was half-hearted at best. The conversation being something of a tradition between father and son. If he was being honest, John didn't really mind that his dad still wanted to drop him off at school in the morning. Or at least, not as much as he said he did. His dad would smile the way he had when John had first complained back when he was 12 years old. You know, a lot of kids my age are learning... Oh, damn it, I can't goofy, right? You know, a lot of kids my age are learning to drive. As he held the door out to his son. A rather smug smile played upon his lips. His dad was obviously taking far too much pleasure in contemplating his reply. That look was a clear indicator that John was not going to like that answer, mostly because it would probably be true. Fanned and tore, mofo. Well, son, if you find the time to get a job, you might be able to get yourself a car. And honestly, the only reason I'm reading it in that accent is because of the whole fedora thingy that he's sporting.
Yeah, I know.
And mafias. I mean, I used to have a fedora back when I was a junior in high school, but by the time I took it to Kirksville, it just magically vanished, and I don't know what happened to it. It was actually a neat-looking one, and it was a legitimate fedora, not like one of those crappy trilbies that dim-wits.
Not the nice guy.
Not them dim-witted numbskull. Try not to use misnomers so much. I'm not good with reading tone. Although, yeah, I know fully what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Someone once called me a brony-type Pokemon without realizing that I cannot possibly be a brony.
Nice. Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty bloody sure. My one friend at uni tried to get me into it and failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
And in one particular thingy that my sister tried to show me as well, she's Pega sister is what they... Am I using the verbiage right?
Yeah,
okay.
I think you are.
Okay. So my Pega sister tried to show me a thing, and I just ended up rooting for Discord the entire time.
Nice.
My Leaf Storm brings all the boys to the yard.
Why would you?
Because I've got a choice specs on, bruh.
Bruh, please.
Okay, so back to this at hand. You know, you don't... wait, no. Car. As he walked past, John attempted to glare that he hoped was just as scalding as he imagined it was in his head. I can't, at least not until next summer. You know just as well as I do. The comfortable temperature of the morning played along John's skin as he stretched en route to the pristine white car parked in the driveway. His eyes affixed to the clouds above. Holy shit. Brio, stop tryharding! You dingus! You Nintendo dringus! Cut it out! Ugh. Okay, so you know just as well as please stop let's playing I Wanna Be the Guy. En route to the pristine white car placed upon the driveway, his eyes fixed to the clouds above. It would be a shame to pass up what would undoubtedly be a beautiful day in the confines of a building. He wouldn't mind taking up part-time work that kept him outdoors, even on blistering days. Damn it. Yeah, he's got just as many cups as I do, so if he wins this next one, he just wins the whole tournament.
Oh, fun.
Yep. Kinda don't know if I want to give it to him. Just out of pity. And
do not pity the enemy.
Huh?
Do not pity the enemy.
Got it, coach. So, what other things do those jabronis do? The only reason I know that term is because Lex and Strong Intelligent like Iron Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me a sec. Since Brio's being a tryhard, I'm going to make sure that he loses this next round so I can actually continue reading. Best present tense!
Magical.
Yeah, give me a sec, guys. Oh, dash it all! I'm not even good at this level.
This level is not good at you.
No, I did mention earlier that Ballistix was my worst game type. Mostly because this is kind of a mixture of wonky angles and bizarre ball hitboxes, and there's a glitch involving physics.
Mm-hmm.
You could jam the ball between your ship and a wall, and it's essentially a game of chance if it goes back out or knocks into the right person.
Nice.
Yeah, he won.
Magical.
He won the tournament.
He poop on game?
No, I poop. Well, yeah, okay, he poop on game. This is gonna be glorious, though. Yep. Instead of cheers and accolades, you get booed.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, if you're on Uka Uka team. Which I don't understand why Brio is even on.